So we're going to have a look at this profit question from the 2014 Leaving Cert Ordinary Level paper. So it's a question about profit, but also there's an element of discounts in it and some work with percentages. So let's have a look and read through the first part of the question. A shopkeeper bought 25 school blazers at a cost of €30 each and 25 trousers at a cost of €20 each. And we want to find out what the total cost was to the shopkeeper. So this is quite simple arithmetic. We're just going to calculate the cost of the blazers by multiplying 25 by 30. So they cost €750. We're going to multiply 25 by €20 to find the cost of the trousers. And that gives us €500. And then if we add those two things together, we get that the total cost of the 25 blazers and 25 trousers was €1,250. So the shopkeeper sells the blazer and the trousers as a set for $89.95. So that's the price you would pay in the shop for the blazer and the trousers. And we want to find out the profit on the transaction. Well, we're going to first calculate the cost of one blazer and one pair of trousers. So obviously that's going to be the €30 plus the €20 that each of them cost. That's €50. And then to find profit, we just subtract the cost price from how much he sells it for, the selling price. And if we do that, we subtract the 50 from the €89.95 and we get that the shopkeeper will make a profit of €39.95 for each set of blazer and trousers that he sells. So there's a good bit of work then in the C part. We're told that a shopkeeper sells 22 of the 25 sets for $89.95 and then sells the remaining 3 sets at a discount of 20% on the selling price. So we want to find her markup on the total transaction. Now the markup is where you write the profit over the cost price, and then we obviously multiply that by 100 to turn it into a percentage. So what are we going to need to do in this question? Well, we have the cost price from earlier, that's $1,250, and so that's going to go on the bottom of the fraction. We need to work out the total profit that the shopkeeper made for selling all of these sets. And what we need to do is we need to divide it into 2. So we know that originally there was 25 sets of trousers and blazer. 22 of the sets were sold at $89.95. So we can multiply 22 by $89.95. The other 3 sets were sold at a discount. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find out how much they were sold by. We'll find the total amount of sales that this shopkeeper had, and then we'll find out the profit, and we'll be able to use then the markup formula at the end. So let's go and do all that. So let's start by doing the simple bit. He sold 22 of the sets for €89.95, and so he made €1,978.90 on the 22 sets that he sold at full price. The other 3 he sold at a discount of 20%. Now remember, the selling price is $89.95. So we're going to find 20% of $89.95. And so these sets were sold at a discount of €17.99. So he sold them for €17.99 less than the selling price. So let's subtract that from the selling price and we get $71.96. He sold 3 of these sets, so that's 3 times $71.96, which means that he sold the discount sets at a total of €215.88. So how will we find the total profit? Well, first of all, we need to find the total sales that he made. So we need to add the full price ones to the discounted ones. And when we do that, we get that his total amount of sales was €2,194.78. We already know that he purchased them for $1,250. That was his cost price. And so if we want to find the profit, we're going to subtract the cost price from the sales to figure out that he made a total profit of €944.78. So this was his actual profit, but we want to find what's called the markup. And the markup is just another way of saying the percentage profit. So it's the percentage profit when we express the profit as a percentage of the cost price. So our formula says that the markup is the profit over the cost multiplied by 100 to turn it into a percentage. The profit is $944.78 over the cost, which is $1,250, and then we multiply it by 100 and we get 75.58%. And so the percentage profit or markup in this question by the shopkeeper was 75.58%.